Just a note before we start this version of the episode, because the full version of the episode was blocked by the YouTube copyright system, we are releasing an edited down version of episode 225 to put on YouTube. To listen to the episode in full, we are going to include some links in the video description to the full episode on our website at itwasathingontv.com, and we have also put a link to the full episode on Dailymotion. Just click the link down below and type the password "itwasathingontv" all one word to watch the episode on Dailymotion. So we hope you enjoy this cut-down version about Art Carney and some leprechauns in gold at Christmas. I don't understand this either, folks.
This is It Was a Thing on TV.
Total Red Man has ever done something like this to me! It's, time!
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the dregs of humanity!
Episode 225, submission 2009, The Leprechauns Christmas Gold. Y'all seen the Leprechauns say, yeah! Yeah! The Leprechauns Christmas Gold aired on ABC on December 23rd, 1981. Well, guys, we've reviewed some Rankin-Bass in the past. We reviewed the Mouse on the Mayflower, and that was awful.
Yeah, it was a rare miss for Hayao Miyazaki. But it took some doing to finally top it in terms of Christmas specials from Rankin-Bass that you could definitely tell that they were just trying way too hard.
Yeah.
Well, here we are. Because, I don't know if you know this, but when I think of Christmas, nothing says Christmas to me like St. Patrick's Day.
Yes.
Really?
Really? What does the leprechaun have to do with Christmas?
I guess we're about to find out here. But, yeah, in the 60s and 70s, Arthur Rankin Jr. and Jules Bass were undoubtedly the kings of the Christmas special, with such animagic and animated fare as Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Frosty the Snowman, The Little Drummer Boy, and The Year Without a Santa Claus, and, of course, my personal favorite, Santa Claus is Coming to Town. And by the end of the 70s, Rankin and Bass were just thinking, how do we keep this good thing going? Which gives us such gems as Rudolph's Shiny New Year.
Oh, hint, hint, we're covering that next week.
The sequel, but not a sequel, Frosty Returns.
Oh, that's right, because Rankin-Bass had nothing to do with that.
Uh-huh. And the story of what happens on Christmas when somebody runs into leprechauns. I don't know what happens. Do you?
No. Well, I guess we're about to find out. But let's go over the cast, shall we?
Now, I did some research, like some really, really quick research before the show, and, well, the show is not necessarily busting at the seams in terms of cast and star power. Now, there's a couple of big names, and then there's one name who wouldn't really have a career explosion until Rankin-Bass came at him 4 years later to record a voice for a little show they were producing called Thundercats.
Yeah,
huh?
Thundercats.
Ho?
Thundercats.
Yep.
Hey, you know what 2010 Timothy Chalamet would say about the opening of Thundercats?
It looks nice. It looks sexy.
Yep. That line's a keeper. But yeah, our narrator, who, if I'm not mistaken, what was the name of the narrator? Blarney or something?
Blarney. Oh, I got it right here. Hold on a second, I'll share. This is so ridiculous. Okay. All right, are you seeing this?
I haven't seen this.
This is the name right here.
Blarney Killicarney. Blarney Killicarney.
In terms of names we've seen on this podcast, this has to rank as one of the most ridiculous names ever.
Yeah, do you know who they got to play Blarney Killicalarney?
Oh, I know who they got.
Art Carney.
Yeah. And you know what?
Wait a second. They got Art Carney to play Blarney Killica. They got Art Carney to play. They got.
It's okay. It's okay. It's hard. It's hard for me to say too.
This is all staying in. Wait, they got Art Carney to play Blarney Killicalarney?
Yes. Well, Mike, remember, Art Carney was in the Star Wars Holiday Special.
He was, yeah.
Yep.
Go back 2 Christmases ago.
Art Carney was in the Star Wars Holiday Special.
Helping Chewbacca's family repair. What was it? Like the hologram screen or something? Like whatever they call a TV.
The hollow screen.
The hollow
screen.
The hollow screen in Kashyyyk. You know, they're the hollow screens in Kashyyyk. They're all the rage at the Kashyyyk Radio Shacks back in the day.
Oh yeah. So, Art Carney playing Blarney Killicalarney. He is your narrator of the story. He's the guy who moves the story along. And let's be honest, if you don't know who Art Carney is,
just stop.
Please. And then the female lead, who plays both the voices of Faye and Colleen, is a person who had a fruitful career before this and will have an even more fruitful career in the years to come with Women in Prison on Fox.
Yeah.
We'll cover that eventually.
Oh, yeah, because we really want to talk about Women in Prison with Wendy Jo Sherber and Tenny Dillon and Blake Clark.
And CCH Pounder before she made it big.
Yeah, and of course, Women in Prison has one of the most underrated theme songs of all time. It's so great. I can't wait to cover it so we can talk about that theme song.
I'm going to put it on next year's schedule sometime.
Oh, yeah. My favorite line. Well, other girls make dates, you make license plates. I was 1-800-235-DEAD when I heard that lyric.
Tell them to forward your mail. Now you're in
jail.
But yeah, that was. Oh, by the way, we're totally glossing over the fact that the voice of Faye and Colleen were played by legendary actress Miss Peggy Cass. And not only is she a legendary actress, Mike, she's a legendary game show player as well.
She's a legend. That's all you need to say. She's a legend.
To tell the truth, baby.
She did all the panels in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, she was a good St. Todman favorite.
Oh, yeah. Sadly, no longer with us. She died in 1999. And playing the Lord of the Leprechauns, the pride of East Liverpool, Ohio, a guy who is a legendary enough voice actor during the 60s and 70s, but his star would just explode in the 80s when he voiced Snarf, Slide, and Lynxo on Thundercats, and Commander Stargazer, Steel Will, and Hardware on Silverhawks, and Louis Boucher on previous installments of the Coneheads.
Oh.
Bob McFadden.
That's pretty nice. So this is his second appearance on this podcast. Oh, and
again, he was a favorite of Rankin-Bass because some of his works, can't believe I'm reading all of these, but here you go. Now, he did do Mouse Trek, Dribble Drabble, Big Game Fishing, Loops and Swoops, Martian Moochers, The Year Without a Santa Claus, 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, The Little Drummer Boy Book 2, and Rudolph and Frosty's Christmas in July. You can tell that the quality of the special is trending downward as I go forward.
Yes.
It's just like, we started with, oh man, 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, The Year Without a Santa Claus, and we ended with Rudolph and Frosty's Christmas in July, and ultimately the Leprechauns Christmas Gold.
Playing the character of Dinty Doyle.
Yes.
Oh, this is amazing.
Yes. Playing the role of Dinty Doyle is Ken Jennings.
No, not that one.
What's a ho, ho, ho?
But yeah, not that Ken Jennings. Another Ken Jennings. Other actors in the Leprechauns Christmas Gold include Gary Matthews, Christine Mitchell, Glynis Beeg, Frankie Moronsky, and Aidan Nicole. Sadly, this is about as good as their careers ever got.
Well, at least for Glynis Beeg and Frankie Moronsky, it's their only credit in IMDb.
Oh, that's terrific.
Wow.
Going out on a high note. One and done.
There's only one direction to go from here, kids.
That's what makes them beautiful. Because One Direction, you see.
So we got this special right here on Daily Motion. A fine gentleman on Daily Motion went through the trouble and uploaded this for us. So
yeah, it's some enterprising sort. It is out there, of course. It has the Warner Brothers mark because, if you remember, the Rankin-Bass library is owned by Warner Brothers.
Well, part of it. Because part of the library is owned by DreamWorks Animation through Universal, and part of it's owned by Warner Brothers. So it's like different time periods, I think, of Rankin-Bass's library is owned by two different companies.
Yeah, like the Leprechauns Christmas Gold, owned by Warner Brothers. Thundercats, owned by Warner Brothers.
Oh, and by the way, this is commercially available on DVD in the Classic Christmas Favorites collection from 2008. You can easily get this on Amazon around $20. Me and Mike were looking up the price on the DVD before the show, so it has 10 specials, including The Grinch Stole Christmas. So not a bad deal if you can find it. And actually, also, we mentioned Rudolph's Shiny New Year. We're doing that next week. That's also on the DVD, so thanks, I guess? Maybe?
Possibly? Let's watch this. It's 24 minutes long. It easily fits in the space of a DVD set. So
Yes.
There you go.
All right, let's play it. Doom. Yeah. Distributed by Warner Brothers. Well, that was the Leprechauns Christmas Gold.
Well, I'll tell you what, before we go,
Yeah.
doing a little bit of research here, it didn't just air in December of 1981.
Really?
At least nationally.
Nationally?
Because I have the ratings for December 1983.
Oh!
Yeah. So this did air more than once. I'm going to guess at least 81, possibly 82, and 83. Maybe even as far as maybe about 84, 85. But for the week of December 25th of 1983, out of 67 shows, take a guess where it ended up.
64th.
Greg?
62nd.
You went the wrong direction. You should have gone 65th.
Oh, wow.
65th. The only shows that did worse. Remember, this is 1983-84, so that should give a hint since we've referred to what was dead last multiple times. But 66 was something called Cutter to Houston. And
with Alec Baldwin.
And 67th, and again, we've mentioned this. Gosh, how many times? I think we mentioned it in Mr. Smith, and
I'm all right. Let me guess. Is it Monitor?
Close enough, yes. When it was called First Camera.
Yeah.
But we mentioned it, I think, in Mr. Smith. We mentioned it in Jennifer Slept Here.
Voyagers.
We mentioned it probably in Condo. Anything that from like 1983, 84. First Camera was always last in the ratings. Dead last.
Dead last, huh?
And that's the case here in 1983. But taking a look at some local TV listings, apparently this ran locally as late as 1990.
Oh, wow.
I have a listing here for December 21st of 1990, and it actually aired at 7:30 on a Friday night. December 21st of 1990 was a Friday. So it went up against Inside Edition, Jeopardy, a rerun of Amen, a rerun of Cheers, but also what appears to be, it just says magazine. I'm going to guess it may be USA Today magazine, because I don't think Our magazine ran, or PM magazine ran till 1990 in this area. I think that was gone by like 85 or 86. So yeah, even as late as like 1990 and maybe even later, it ran in syndication. But I don't get the whole thing. I mean, like I said, it sounds like a tale with a Christmas overtone like slapped on top of it.
Yeah, it sounded like it was a St. Patrick's Day special originally, and they were like, nah, let's put it on Christmas. Let's have a couple of references to Christmas, and we'll be done with it.
It's exactly what it sounds like.
Yep.
But you know what? The lesson we learned here is don't trust banshees.
Especially banshees that grow out of trees in the ground.
Grow out of trees and disguised as beautiful women.
Nope. Don't do it.
Just keep them in that geyser.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Stay the hell. Just stay the hell away from them. Like you have to stay the hell away from Gordon jumping that bike shop.
Okay, that's a good take.
Yeah.
We're comparing banshees to Gordon jumping the bike shop. Oh my gosh.
Merry Christmas.
I think on that note, we just
animals.
need to end it right now.
Oh,
I don't know how anybody can top that.
There you go. The Leprechauns Christmas Gold. It had leprechauns, it had Christmas, it had gold, and from 1981 to 1990 inclusive, it was a thing on TV.
And like we said, this is commercially available on DVD. So if you can get it, you can watch it to your heart's content.
Yep. But, don't watch it sober or else you won't enjoy it.
Okay, well that's going to do it for this episode. But as always, you can go to our website, itwasathingontv.com, where you can listen to the 224 episodes preceding this episode. And of course, guys, on Wednesday, Chico, it's the final edition we recorded for Into the Spidey Movieverse on Spider-Man Far From Home. And as of the time we're recording this, it's opening day, technically, for No Way Home. And we saw our respective preview screenings last night of the movie. And, well, what can we say except, oh my God.
Dude.
Lived up to the hype.
Yep. Hey, Greg. All I can say is, dude.
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 Dude. Hashtag spoilers without context.
Yep. And speaking of spoilers without context.
Oh, hold on a second. My back.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You want me to fix that for you?
Now I'm good.
Hey, Greg, with your back hurting, do you need to lie down on a craps table?
Hold on a second. Hey, Paul, do you want to wake up? I need to lay down on the craps table.
Yeah. Speaking of spoilers without context, that is just such a spoiler. You'll find out what on earth Greg means next time, right here on It Was a Thing on TV. Thanks for listening, and we will see you next time.
Wow! Hey, guys.
Yeah?
What do you guys think Midget Sean thought of the Leprechauns Christmas Gold?
Oh, God. Who here's seen the Leprechauns Christmas Gold? Say yeah!